How you doing, everybody? My name is Kinesis. Joining me today is Carly, and we're going to be doing the second to last arc of Dream Daddy. We are very excited for this. It was this one.
Welcome. You've got Dad.
Right, because we did Damien. He should be at 2. Yeah, alright. So, we've got these gentlemen here.
All we have left is Hugo and Robert.
Yeah, so today we're doing Hugo. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for famous esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. Brew some strong tea and paint my miniature. I'm already excited. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. What did you want to be when you grew up? Movie star. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. What's your ideal day? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. That does sound nice.
We've done that.
What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about worrying that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them.
True, though.
That is I feel called out.
Honestly, I am more likely to finish a book online than I am to finish it hard copy.
He likes painting miniatures. What if he's like a wargamer? He like plays 40k and he's got like just like an entire shelf full of one monster. That'd be
I like
hype.
painting miniatures. We painted miniatures.
Yeah.
Insert miniatures here.
Insert miniatures here. I'm gonna forget. Don't forget me. I'm gonna forget. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Wanna hang out sometime? Question mark. I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings.
Alright, it's either going to be absolutely beautiful text message dialogue or like no capitals, no punctuation.
Or like
just
it's terrible.
Totally bullshit.
I'm so glad you messaged. Oh, wait, this is you. Fuck me. Uh-oh.
He was Eeyore, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thankfully, we have Christopher Robin in at the movie theater right now, so I get to hear Eeyore all day, every day. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible... What's very pink hair? That's very pink hair, too. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them?
I kind of want, like... because our character's head is so friggin' huge. If ever, like, their hair blocks... Our hair blocks something, I think we really need to just not read the parts that are blocked. Alden sick, there any possible... Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get.
I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. That's not an argument, that's just the truth.
The truth.
Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda.
Morning, Pops.
Hey, how was middle school for you?
Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Ugh. Everyone sucks, no self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40-plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40s pop? Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like?
I blocked that out from my memory.
I don't remember.
It was so long ago. We probably rode dinosaurs to class and bartered for lunch with the tiny skulls of the animals we had slain.
You probably had to walk uphill in the snow both ways too, huh?
And we liked it!
See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school?
Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for.
You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. Sorry.
We'll just keep going. No takes. No double takes.
They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory.
I love clam chowder and the aquarium. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore?
No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up in one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me.
Right. Let's leave that story firmly in the
That's
past.
disgusting.
That is a health risk.
Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vegas sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish.
Amanda, I kind of get weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous.
What, are you worried that a whale is just gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole?
Don't you put fear in my heart.
We went to the aquarium with my little sister while we were on vacation.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun. She wouldn't do the stingray touch until we did the stingray touch. So we did the stingray touch.
It was cool.
I like their little bellies. Well, do they have penguins there?
Yes, they have penguins there.
Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh the fear of ocean.
I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. Wow. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me, looking frazzled.
I'm so glad you're here.
This is the most, accurate voice
I know.
to any character you've done. Hugo!
It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed, and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers.
I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar.
Great, well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here.
Hugo
10
walks me
kids
over.
is nothing.
That's easy. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start.
Can you guys put your phones away?
All of the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo. They then go back to texting. At least they're quiet.
Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it.
There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school, after all.
We'll see.
Ooh.
Oh, pretty art.
The classes start filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid.
These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil.
The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet?
Honestly, it's just busy work, so the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Didn't that die? Didn't that die?
I'm thinking about the Great Barrier Reef. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure that died. Like it was a thing.
Yeah, the Great Barrier Reef was scientifically determined to be dead. But they've discovered ways to bring it back to life, though. To reintroduce... Anyway.
Humans
Teacher
suck.
hacks. Teacher hacks. I like that.
Wait.
I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books?
We just did a unit on the Old Man and the Sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
That book made me depressed.
I haven't read that one.
It's sad. I don't like it.
It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish.
He's smiling, though.
Yeah.
While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines.
We saw those.
Yeah.
That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size?
That's very gross. Whoa.
Hey.
Their spines are venomous, too.
Nature is hardcore.
You think that's...
Sorry.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here.
Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank.
Ah.
That's a stonefish. The most venomous fish in the world.
And they just, like, keep it here?
Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them.
What happens if you step on them?
You die. Tissue necrosis.
Cool.
Oh.
Nature's wild.
Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there?
Oh.
That one.
Yeah, that's the humphead wrasse! I love the humphead wrasse!
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Paranormal fish trivia.
Paranormal fish trivia.
Oh, I don't know what I clipped. This
This-
fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, is not an actual vampire. That's the vampire fish.
Hmm?
Wait, are you serious? Absolutely.
Absolutely not. I'm playing it for the gag here.
Ah.
Ha! Good one.
We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun.
Middle school.
I walk around the room reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around to see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring.
So cute. Wow.
Ah.
I walk over to join him.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Just like your eyes. I'm really stupid at you.
Are those two sharks kissing? No, Marley. One's eating the other.
Well. Well. That's it. That's all we get. Well.
Well,
We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, and small fish. Oh, they have a sunfish? Kick ass. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plants those horseshoe crabs have for my well moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water.
don't you want to pet some rays, Marley?
Oh, I think I'm good. I don't really. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance.
Come on, it'll be fun. And informative. I'm having too much fun with this voice.
Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they'll probably bite me in my delicious hands if given the chance.
Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch.
Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me.
And then scream like my little sister did. See, not so bad.
It feels like fun, slimy leather.
Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right?
I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away, blushing.
That's so fucking cute.
Hugo smiles at me.
Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Okay, I'm morphing from...
That's some gay shit. Sorry, I get carried away sometimes.
Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious.
Why's that?
Oh.
Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Susan! Susan, get back here!
Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit.
Wanna tell me what's in the bag?
Textbooks!
Wanna tell me what's really in the bag?
Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop.
Look, kid.
Look, kid. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink.
Yes.
I had a bud go down for that once. He came out a changed man. Said he missed the bars. Yeah, teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down?
Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
Sweet Manchego.
Sweet Manchego. Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he was gonna die?
Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later.
Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder.
Oh.
Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Okay,
the
I
last.
have morphed from Eeyore to Pumat Soul.
Then be Pumat Soul, baby. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks. Sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surround us.
Oh.
Look over here.
You're still Eeyore.
Yeah.
Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at. One of them is in the middle of giving birth.
Ah.
That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth.
A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones.
Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day.
So, they do the duty with the female, and then the female implants her eggs into the male's sack. And then the babies mature in there, and then they come out. Man, we thought we had it hard. Nature.
Like the leopards.
Okay, we'll tell about the leopards. So we were at the zoo as well the same day as the aquarium. It was kind of like a two-parter adventure. And we take our little sister. So first exhibit we come to is the jaguars. No,
Leopards.
It was the leopards. Yeah, the leopards. And so we get up to the leopards, and it's kind of a rainy day, so all the animals are pretty close, and they're kind of cuddling and nuzzling up against each other. We're like, oh, that's cute. And then the male leopard jumps on top of the female and starts biting at her neck and starts humping away. And little sister's like, what are you doing? And we're like, nature is fun.
And we're walking. Yeah, it was the leopards, not the jaguars, because the jaguars were in their nighttime enclosures because one of them played escape artist and ate all of the alpacas in the neighboring visit.
Nature is beautiful. Moving on.
I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousand of them.
You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Oh.
It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person.
I love this guy so much. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean.
We'll get there.
We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit.
Penguins!
Do we get to see the penguins?
Ah.
Yes, we get to see the
We
penguins.
get to see the penguins. Hell yes. Penguins!
Oh, they're so cute!
Our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad.
Whoa.
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm.
Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. How
How?
does that happen?
Wait, just kidding. It's very bad. Is it one of ours?
It most certainly is. Molly Henderson,
Henderson.
Susan's friend.
I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just outside of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this entire time? We gotta stop her before the staff season bans our school for life. Hugo looks around.
I'll create a distraction.
Hugo runs towards the puppet exhibit and dresses the entire room.
Everybody, everybody, everybody. I have an announcement.
The whole room turns over toward Hugo.
There's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins.
Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst, hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here!
Neither can you!
I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me.
Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins.
The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing?
I'm letting the penguins go! They deserve freedom!
Where are they going to go?
They're gonna live in my closet!
Look, I just don't even have the time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here.
Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. That is false. They're actually, with some exceptions, there we go. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. I was about to start going off. Did I mention that they don't fly?
The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Bribe. Children always go for bribes. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second.
Okay, well, give it to me right now.
I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button here. Is that enough?
Pay me the other 8 later when we have a deal.
We move to shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds.
Minigame!
Block the penguins!
Block that
How do I...
bird.
What do I do? What do I do?
Oh no! Oh!
What? No penguin escaped? No penguin escaped! I'm clicking! There's no way they're escaping!
Yeah, they didn't escape. None of them.
How do the penguins have money? Why do the penguins have money? Oh, okay. There's no way to...
Okay.
There's no way to stop that one. Bribery works! Oh no. Make sure to sweep under your tent so you don't sleep on rocks. That's a smart thing to do. Whew, glad that's over. Just in time too. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech.
And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world.
A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everyone starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over.
Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega! You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts! That's not how it works.
No, Molly. It wasn't. Molly turns to me.
You owe me $8.
Whoa.
What?
Just... I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan. I suppose so that they can compare animal thief notes.
Oh.
You're not off the hook, Molly.
Oh.
Marley, did you just bribe a child?
I bribed a child.
I bribed a child.
It was the only way to get her out of the exhibit. I'm not proud of what I've done.
I'm not proud of it either, or of my Penguin Facts TM lecture. But at least we got her out.
Oh.
Let's just get through the day and get out of here.
With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load onto the buses, Hugo pulls me aside.
Ah.
We start making out furiously.
Hey, Marley, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver.
It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun.
Hey,
Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards?
I love cheese boards. I love cheese boards.
Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around.
I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight?
Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium?
It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
We've all been there.
I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw.
You got to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us?
Amanda, no penguin. No. No penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though.
I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a
what?
Kind of a stick in the mud?
He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. My adventuring eyes.
You mean take a nap?
There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Naps don't exist in fatherhood.
How do you know you're not a dad yet?
I have cats!
That's true.
Tweed.
that was phenomenal.
That was phenomenal. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please go kick tomorrow's butt, because if you don't, it's going to kick yours, and I cannot wait to see you on the next adventure. And as always...
What?